Good morning. This is Judge Alyssa Perez presiding over the 210th District Court criminal docket for April 13th, 2023. All matters being heard today are being heard in accordance with all emergency orders and directives regarding COVID-19. In addition to that, we are streaming all matters live via YouTube for public viewing. Mr. Marufo, will you call our next case, please?
On page 8, Judge. But I'm on page 8 in cause number 2023 0D01028, State of Texas versus Charles Milton Thomas. Announcement of counsel, please.
The state of Texas represented by Kyle Vance. The state is ready.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mario Ortiz Aroli on behalf of the defendant, Mr. Thomas.
Is Mr. Thomas here?
Your Honor, I did send him notice of the hearing, and I did advise in my notice to appear to the court. So I did not know if he would have had Zoom information or access to Zoom. So I did identify in my letter for him to appear to court physically.
Okay, is he here, Mr. Marufo? Have we been able to see if he's here?
Not in the waiting area, Judge. I can go check outside. He did not check in this week, Judge.
Oh, he did not check in. Okay. Ms. Martinez, are you able to see? So there's a lot of things going on. Odyssey and Portals got a glitch going on. And I also, Mr. Hernandez is out today. So if he attempted to call, I'm not sure, Mr. Dominguez, if you would have any notation of that.
I haven't received anything, Judge.
Okay, so Ms. Martinez, can you double check for me if you're able to access what type of bond Mr. Thomas is on?
Yes, I can go ahead and try and do that research right now, Judge.
Okay, while they're doing that, Mr. Saroldi, if you would please tell me a little bit about your motion to withdraw.
Yes, Your Honor. And for the last few months, Your Honor, we've had a difficulty getting communication with our client. He has not responded to emails that we forwarded to him to getting a hold of my office. In addition, by reaching or trying to reach out to him to the last known phone number of his has been unsuccessful. We can't leave messages and no one answers. We were trying to also reach out to him regarding our arraignment. We were unable to be successful with that. I cannot confirm that he's not responding to any emails or the letters we've sent. So we filed a motion to withdraw, Your Honor, for ineffective communication by my client in violation of his attorney-client agreement. Judge, we filed a motion on April 4th. We submitted a notice to our client via email on April 6th. We emailed it to him, and on April 5th, we sent it by regular mail and certified mail, and it was received at the address that we have listed for my client under our agreement on April 7th, and we've had no response in relation to our motion or notice regarding today's hearing. And we are asking this court to grant my motion to withdraw based on the grounds that my pleading is specified in my statements here today, Judge.
Okay, it looks like he's on a split bond. Let me see. So I think I heard you say, Mr. Ortiz, that no acknowledgement. Was there like a read receipt on the email? I guess, I don't know if there's still green cards that it was returned on the regular mail. Was it signed by him?
I have not gotten the green card back, Judge, but I checked the United States Postal Service tracking of the certified mail, and I confirmed with it that it was delivered to the address on April 7th at 12:20 p.m. and it was signed by an individual on that particular day. That's what it says to me on the email, excuse me, the notification from the Postal Service.
Okay, and Mr. Marufo, he was not out there, is that right?
Correct, Judge.
Okay, so we'll need to follow up. The motion to withdraw is granted. We do have a slew of dates. The next one isn't until June 1st. He is on a split bond. So Mr. Marufo, we need to contact PR so that we get the violation notice for his non-appearance today for his arraignment and the hearing on the motion to withdraw. Let me see what else. Yes, is it just 102? It's very strange. Mr. Ortiz, when was the last time you were in touch with him?
It's been a while, Judge. Let me see here, see if I can verify for you. I had a meeting with him scheduled in November, but I believe that may have been that was the last time I actually spoke to my client, Judge, was in November. And
Okay.
I tried to have communication with him after that, and that was unsuccessful.
Okay, all righty. Well, in any event, the motion to withdraw is granted. Whatever contact information, I can tell you, Mr. Ortiz, the system is so slow right now. If there was anything in terms of an email, mailing address, all that current contact info, Mr. Dominguez, would you please notate that we need to send a slate, the order that has the slate of settings that are upcoming, starting with the June date. We need to send that via regular mail and email to Mr. Thomas. We just need to make sure that the Zoom information is on that, on those notices.
Okay, Judge.
Okay, and we'll go over that if we need to, Esteban, ahorita when we get off. In any event, thank you very much, Mr. Ortiz.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
You may.
Thank you.
Who's next?
On page 10, Judge,
Mhm.
in cause number 2021-0D01222, State of Texas versus Michael Allen Martinez. Announcement of council, please. You're muted, Mr. Vance.
State of Texas represented by Kyle Vance. The state is ready, Your Honor.
Carl DeCoste for Michael Martinez, ready, Your Honor. Thank you.
And is Mr. Martinez here?
He's incarcerated, Judge.
He's in custody? Oh, I see.
Yep.
Sorry. Okay, so we're here for a probation status hearing. Let me double check. He was placed on deferred in February, period of 5 years. He just never reported.
Right, Your Honor. He picked up a new case for the same thing also, unfortunately.
And we've got a new case? Is it already?
Yes, I believe
indicted?
so. I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Mr. Vance, are you able to see it?
I am. It was on 3/9/23. It was on Mandel possession of controlled substance PG1, 200 to 400. And also another one of 400, 200 in UCW and possession of marijuana.
Okay, so I see it. It's 2023 0D01664. Esteban, if you could please, I'll repeat that cause number 2023 0D01664. That does already have a slate of dates leading up to the trial setting. So this
Okay.
case that we have set today, the 2021 case, is just supposed to track the new case dates. Mr.
That
Vance,
sounds good to me.
I need, if probation has already sent you all a violation notice, to file your motion.
I will check on it, Your Honor.
On
Make
the
sure it's in.
probation case. And then Esteban, like I said, the 2021 case just needs to track the 2023 case. With that, we're done.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thanks to everyone for their time.
Sure. Thank you. You're excused. Who's next?
Big excuse.
Middle of page 8, Judge,
Mhm.
in cause number 2023-0D01379, State of Texas versus Benai Lee Schneiderman. Announcement of council, please.
State of Texas represented by Kyle Vance. The state is ready, Your Honor.
Good morning, Your Honor. Joseph Eath on behalf of the defendant, ready to proceed?
All right. Is this a female? Is it Benet? Is woman or man? Leah Schneiderman? Mr. Beath?
Oh, Your Honor, I did not meet when Benet got out. I had trouble contacting her from the beginning. I believe it's a woman though, Your Honor.
Okay, so is this individual here?
Female. She is not, and I've been unable to communicate with her at all. And PR Bond has not been able to communicate with her. We've both been trying to reach her, and our efforts have fallen short. So, given the fact that she is not communicating has not made herself available to either myself or PR bond. So hoping I can withdraw from the case at this time. The other option would just leave me on it, but I think
Are
given the
you-
circumstances.
Are you retained or appointed, Mr.?
Your Honor, I'm actually not on this. I don't take state appointments anymore, but back in 21, when I was on the wheel, I was appointed to this case.
Okay, okay. I'm trying to see here, Ms. Martinez, I see on April 5th, there's a warrant in violation of bond conditions. It looks like an order discharging. So it looks like we've addressed the bond issue, but I'm not seeing the warrant reflected in Odyssey. Do you think that's part of all this technical glitch that we're having right now?
Sounds feasible to me.
Yeah, to be honest, Judge, yes. When one system doesn't want to work, none of them want to work.
Yeah, so there is already an outstanding warrant. Well, Mr. V, I kind of, I'll go ahead and grant your motion to withdraw. What contact information do we have for Ms. Schneiderman, or do you have?
Well, her last best phone number that we had was 915-777-6210.
Is there an email, mailing address?
There's a mailing address. It's 6008.
Let me stop you right there. Would you please email the mailing address? And if you have an email to Ms. Hernandez, so we can go ahead and send notice to that address. I mean, if we already have the warrant out, maybe it's not worth it. But
Okay.
I'll go ahead and grant the motion to withdraw.
Thank you,
there.
Your Honor.
All right.
And Ms. Hernandez, your court, is she with your court?
Yes,
or
it's
just-
Myrna. She's out today, so
Oh,
Mr.
Myrna,
is
yeah.
covering, but
Okay, I didn't see her in
believe she's accessing
Yeah.
information. So,
I will send it over to her and let her know.
all righty. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Judge. Take care.
Take care. Who's
Bye-bye.
next?
Page 10, Judge, towards the bottom of page 10, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2021-0D02596, State of Texas versus Frederick Elvis Taylor. Announcement of council, please.
State of Texas represented by Kyle Vance. State is ready, Your Honor.
And Daniel Avelar for Frederick Taylor.
And I see Mr. Taylor is still connecting to audio, but is logging in remotely as well. Except for probation status hearing, let me go ahead and review the report.
Yes, ma'am.
We modified him back in January due to the allegation, that family violence allegation.
Correct.
Yes.
All right, I did read the report. If anybody here from probation, Carla? I see the recommendation, I see the issues, it looks like came up, but there's no new cases, are there?
Your Honor, I checked this morning on the assault from December 2022, and that has been dismissed already in the misdemeanor court.
Okay, I just see this thing about, he was shot in the foot, said, in March or something like that. There's nothing coming from that, is there? No,
There
all
is
right.
no information.
The recommendation is that Mr. Taylor remain on the domestic violence caseload so he can complete BIP. I see a notation here. Well, it says he hasn't registered for BIP. Is that continued to be the case?
That is my understanding, Judge.
Okay, we're going to come back in 30 days. Your client has 30 days to register for BIP, Mr. Avelar.
Should Taylor
Okay.
do that as soon as possible?
All righty. Thank you very much. Is there a motion outstanding on him for any reason?
No, Your Honor.
Okay,
I don't believe it was ever filed. I checked right now too.
A violation notice went to the state, but there's no motion?
Correct. This was back in December or prior to that.
Okay, Mr. Vance, there you go. That might be one of the ones. It
Yes,
seems
Your
like
Honor.
we're catching up on those.
I
I'll
hope
say
so.
this, though, if you all are looking into that, I would hold off on filing a motion until after I see some progress from Mr. Taylor. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on this, because in the event we don't see that he is on track, then I will ask that you have that motion filed ASAP.
I would agree.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah, but I don't want a motion coming over here and then him being arrested just yet.
Yes,
right.
we'll
Okay.
hold it for the 30 days.
Correct. Okay, 30 days. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Judge.
Mr. Taylor. Who's next?
Bottom of page 7, Judge.
Go ahead.
In cause number 2023-0D0-1057 and 2023. Apologize, it's the same cause number. State of Texas versus David Navarro. Announcement of council, please.
State of Texas represented by Kyle Vance. The state is ready, Your Honor.
Dan Ivy for David Navarro, ready, Your Honor.
Okay, so it looks like we're set for a review. Did we get his waiver of arraignment in? Yep, there it is on April 6th. So your client is still connecting, Mr. Ivy. I see him there, but it looks like he's still connecting to audio. So I don't know if he's going to be able to hear, but we are scheduled for just what is a standard review hearing. I usually say that so your clients know what we're doing here. Bear with me, please, because it appears that we're having technical issues across Odyssey and everything else. Ms. Martinez, as my Odyssey is still scrolling, are you able to see his bond order?
Judge, unfortunately, mine says it's retrieving it as well.
Yeah, no, it says unable to download. Let me try one more time and maybe we'll get there. Does your client, he's not even connected. So this is what I can tell you right now in terms of his PR bond conditions, Mr. Ivy, because I'm not able to actually see the bond order. Know that if he is on any type of monitoring unit, which he should be, it has to be a portable monitoring unit. So as soon as I can access the bond order, I'm going to modify the conditions to include that he obtain a portable monitoring unit. And then let me see, maybe we have it here. Yes, somebody got the order. Thank you, Esteban. Yeah, it looks like per PR, he was supposed to have the unit. So he should already have it, but he has to be on a portable monitoring unit. And he may not operate a motor vehicle. Mr. Vance, can you tell me if this is a true third?
It is, Your Honor. When I looked at it, it looks, there was a previous arrest once. It was that was dismissed as a misdemeanor, but as of convictions, it appears to be a true third, Your Honor.
Mr. Ivy, do you know if your client has a valid driver's license?
No, I do not know about that, Judge. But as far as getting a portable unit, that won't be a problem. He's not drinking at all.
Okay, so yeah, he needs to get the portable unit. He may not operate a motor vehicle either. So if when you speak with him, that needs to change, then he needs to come back and request it from the court. Okay, so I'm going to modify the bond order to reflect that. I think that those are the only changes. Okay.
Okay, Judge.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Who's next?
Oh, sir.
Top of page 10, Judge.
Esteban, will you do me a favor and please print out that order? I'm apparently technically challenged as the system.
Yeah, I got it.
Thank you. All right. I'm sorry. Who's the next one?
Top of page 10, Judge. In cause number 2022-0D03895 and 2022-0D03575, State of Texas versus Carlos Moises Grajeda. Announcement of council, please.
State of Texas represented by Kyle Vance. The state is ready, Your Honor.
Rick Huffman on behalf of Mr. Grajeda. We're ready, Your Honor. My client is in custody, Judge.
Thank you. Yes, I see a little over 30 days probation status hearings on both. Do we have new cases? I'm just looking up the case summary.
We do, Judge.
What is it?
I believe they're either possession or Mandel's, Judge, over 4 grams.
Do we have
There are a
motions?
couple.
Do we have motions filed on Mr. Grajeda?
I don't,
Yes,
I see
can't
here,
tell.
motion to revoke filed on April 10th under 3575.
That was after the arrest.
And then on April 6th, 3895. So we have motions on both. Okay,
Okay.
so I gotta think that our new cases, are they indicted already?
They are. We're set for an
They
arraignment, today, Judge.
Wow, that's quick.
I believe they are. I don't know if they both are.
Well,
but
let me,
We're set for an arraignment.
Well, it shows, wait, one Mendel. I think there's 3 Mandels and 1 possession.
okay, so Mr. Dominguez, let's back over here. 2023 0D01673. That's one new case set for trial in September. I guess that's the only one. Is that right, Mr. Huffman, or is there anything else outstanding besides the misdemeanor? I see the misdemeanor as well.
Judge,
Mhm.
I will double check, Judge. I'm not sure.
Okay, so for now, for my purposes, Mr. Dominguez, these 2 probation cases, 3895 and 3575, which are probation status hearings, each one of those cases needs to follow the trial track in cause number 2023 0D01673. On each of the probation cases, it appears we already have motions filed, so that's good. And then we'll just track the probation cases with the new cases, with the new case.
Okay. And Judge, I think there might be one unfiled Mandel, but I will double check that.
Okay, Mr. Vance, if you can look that up as well.
And
then
that
we'll-
one's I'm sorry, Judge. And that one's over 1 gram, under 4 grams. That's the offense that I've seen, that I'm showing is unfiled.
Okay,
I'll verify, get to the bottom of it today and let you know, Mr. Huffman, all those.
all right, to follow new cases, go from there. Kind of thinking I'm just at Revo, so start thinking of a number. All right.
Understood.
Who's next?
Middle of page 9, Judge.
Mhm.
In cause number 2018 0D03237, State of Texas versus Noel Cooley. Announcement on council, please.
State of Texas represented by Kyle Vance. The state's ready, Your Honor.
Judge Rick Huffman on behalf of Mr. Collet. We're ready, Your Honor.
All right, he's in custody. I think we need a number on him too. I don't even have to look at the summary. Do we have a motion outstanding on him?
No, Your Honor.
So there's been no motion filed?
Okay.
Not yet, Your Honor. I just reminded probation to submit the VN. It was just submitted.
Okay, we're gonna reset this probation status hearing for 2 weeks. I need the motion on Mr. Coley, and you all should be talking about a number. I'm very familiar with Mr. Coley.
Judge,
Yeah, will do, Your Honor.
Thank
can
you.
we
Yes, sir.
get an order of, a new order appointing? I'm
Sure.
sure the case isn't active, and I think I might need that to start up.
Absolutely. Mr. Dominguez, aren't you glad you volunteered to help today?
Yes,
So I need an order appointing in 2018 0D03237, appointing the Public Defender's Office. Okay. All righty. Okay, Mr. Coley, and then we'll reset him for 2 weeks. Who's next? Thank you.
Staying on page 9, Judge. in cause number 2022-0D02012, State of Texas versus and Benjamin Enriquez. Announcement of council, please.
State of Texas represented by Kyle Vance. The state is ready, Your Honor.
Rick Huffman on behalf of Mr. Enriquez. We are ready, Your Honor.
And is Mr. Enriquez here?
Your Honor, we actually, it didn't show up on our calendar. This is one of Brent's cases.
Mhm.
I think it's the same thing. We need an order appointing. I tried calling the numbers this morning that we have in our system and I was not able to get through. We're hoping we can get a reset for 1 week to give us time to, we'd be asking the court for another order appointing and possibly 1 week to give us time to track them down. I don't know if the court remembers, this is the one that this case was mistakenly set for like an early termination hearing. And the court had noticed that, I guess his probation, there was some problems with probation. And the court was going to give him some time to get things straightened out. And I don't know if he's done that, if basically he's done the things that he's needed to do on probation. But that's kind of what happened.
Okay, so first off, on 2022-0D02012, Mr. Dominguez, let's get an order appointing again for the public defender's office on that case. He failed to report in March of 2023, but they did track him down in April. He misunderstood reporting instructions. Oh, he's in the waiting room.
Oh,
Where-
perfect.
Let's bring him in. I thought I saw him there earlier, but then when I looked, I didn't see him right now. So I,
Oh, on Enrique Garcia, where you are?
no, Benjamin Enriquez, is that?
No, Judge. He was there earlier, Judge, and he looked off. Oh, there he is.
David Navarro came back.
I don't think he ever logged out, Judge.
I removed him after we finished his hearing, but he may be back. Let's see if he's there. Meantime, I'll look at his report.
I think they're supposed to have the jury. I think they're supposed to have the jury. Okay, good.
Mr. Enriquez, are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Well, you were on your case, but give us a second. See you there. Miss Carla, can you tell me a little bit about Mr. Enriquez?
Your Honor, as Mr. Huffman had mentioned, this case came up in front of the court February 7th, 2023, due to for an early discharge. However, no parties had scheduled Mr. Enriquez, I think was the understanding. As far as probation goes, Your Honor, he was just placed on probation October 25th, 2022 for 5 years straight. There is no progress. There's really not much that has been completed on behalf of Mr. Enriquez. Last hearing, like mentioned on February 7th, the court ordered for Mr. Enriquez to have some kind of compliance progress on probation. There was mention of also positive UA for marijuana prior to the hearing last February. From then, Your Honor, he failed to report to probation officer for the month of March 2023. He reported April. He did attend an appointment through OZAR, through EHN, where he was through Aliviana. He will be rescheduled through Aliviana, Judge, and his appointment is rescheduled to May 2nd, 2023. As far as the other probation terms, special conditions order, the community service, the victim impact panel, theft counseling, and anger management, those are still outstanding and he has not registered for.
Mr. Enriquez, can you turn on your video camera, please?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. All right, so it looks like we have, good morning, Mr. Enriquez. We have some things outstanding here. I do see that they had to reschedule the appointment to include, I guess, a more particularized assessment. April 15th, tattoo removal. And we have a field visit. Mr. Enriquez, because of, well, the recommendation, of course, is to complete court-ordered conditions, including community service. I think I see here where probation went and sought you out at a job site. Is that right? Are you working?
Yes, ma'am, I am.
Yeah. Is that like every day kind of thing, or is it just when they need help, or how is it?
Well, it's every day, but right now, they're other companies took over for a little bit, and then they're gonna give me a car and pick me up on Friday or Saturday.
Okay, so that's a good thing, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, okay. In addition, it is recommended that he request and complete an intake assessment with Aliviane. What's the status of that, Carla, other than this rescheduling, I guess, for May 2nd? Is this separate? I mean, is it an additional treatment course, or what is it?
Honor, I did actually go with Mr. Huerta, his probation officer, back and forth a little while ago, and it is through Ozark. He's referred to Aliviane to this particular appointment that's pending now for May 2nd.
Okay. All right. Before we look, is there a motion on Mr. Enriquez?
No, Your Honor.
Had a VN ever been sent to the DA's office on him?
No, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Enriquez,
Yeah.
it sounds like you're working through some things, and so we're going to track that for a little bit, okay? It looks like you have some appointments coming up. I will monitor your compliance, but we're going to come back in 30 days to
Alright.
see how I guess all of these appointments that they have scheduled for you, what that results in, what type of treatment plan they're looking at going forward. Check in on you, make sure that you're doing okay. I gotta believe that if you're working, you're being productive, and that's a good thing. So we'll see you in 30 days, just like we did today. Mr. Huffman, your attorney, will get not only his appointment, but the future setting. So make sure you stay in touch with the public defender's office, okay?
All right, yes, ma'am, I will.
Thank you for appearing today and for your patience. I know you've been logged on for a little while, all right?
Yes, all right, thank you.
All right. So we'll come back in 30 days on him, Mr. Huffman.
Yes, ma'am, thank you. Maybe excuse and run up to the court, Judge.
Yes, sir.
I'll have my phone with me.
Who is here? Oh, Miss Willis on the admonishment.
Thank you.
Yes, she is.
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning.
Good morning. Is there no attorney on this one? No?
No, Judge, I didn't show anybody, Judge.
Okay.
In cause number 2018-0D01930, State of Texas versus Adrian Garcia. Announcement of council, please.
Mr. Vance, if you're talking, I don't hear you.
I'm so bad about the mute button. State of Texas represented by Kyle Vance. The state is ready, Your Honor.
Brittany Willis, adult probation.
And I do see Mr. Garcia is appearing remotely as well. Mr. Garcia, you can go ahead and unmute now. We're scheduled for an admonishment hearing. Ms. Willis, I was just looking up and I'm finding the email, but it's a long email. So let me go ahead and just ask you, why are we here today?
Yes, Your Honor, I did, Mr. Garcia, he did complete the requirements of substance abuse caseload. He completed TAP back in August of 2022. I was in the process of transferring him back to regular probation when I asked Mr. Garcia for his valid driver's license, because he does have the ignition interlock in his truck. At that time is when he let me know that he does not have a valid driver's license. And the department let him know that he needed to obtain the mobile unit because he's not allowed to be driving without a valid driver's license. Mr. Garcia said that he was going to obtain his attorney or retain his attorney to help him with the matter of the interlock, because he feels like she filed a motion also last year to remove the ignition interlock because his probated offense was not alcohol related. He said that he was gonna retain his attorney to take care of this matter. And we just wanted to bring it to the attention of the court because I do need to transfer him back to regular probation, but we wanted to address this issue first.
Okay, so let me ask first, Mr. Garcia, did you retain an attorney?
Yes, I talked to Ms. Alicia Nava. And actually she wants I gave her $500 and she wanted an additional $500, and financially I don't have that other 500 right now.
So I don't have an attorney. I don't have an attorney representing you. In other words, there's nobody who's entered an appearance on your behalf in the system. And so part of the reason, or really the reason we are here is because when probation tells you to do something, that means I'm telling you to do it, right? And so I'm not seeing anything that does not conform with my wishes and what they're telling you. In other words, when they tell you to get a portable monitoring unit, you need to get it. And if you want to challenge that, that is absolutely right. If you want to hire an attorney to help you challenge that, that is absolutely your right. But I say what you do. I say what you do on probation, not you. So,
yes, ma'am.
So hold on. Do you have a valid driver's license?
No, ma'am. The thing is that they didn't let me renew my driver's license because I owe child support back pay.
Mhm.
So I need to take care of that first, so I could get so they could give me my license back.
So you shouldn't be driving, so there's no reason for you to have an interlock. So that's why you need to get on the monitor, on the
Yes,
portable
ma'am.
monitor.
That's where I'm going to. When I went there, I gave them the paperwork you gave me from court, and they strictly went to my vehicle instead of giving me the yes, right. I don't know what was the reason, or you know what I mean, like.
Miss Willis, I'm going to give him, I'll give him 30 days to get the monitor switched over. Okay, so we'll have a probation status review in 30 days. Whatever confusion there was there with the company, make sure you clarify it and get the correct monitor, okay? Coming back in 30 days, Miss Willis, if you have any concerns or have any questions, just let me know, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and Mr. Garcia, obviously, if you still are going to attempt to retain an attorney or whatever that is, just as soon as they enter an appearance, obviously they'll be provided notice of the hearing, okay?
Yes, thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you.